morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. My name is Brianna, and I am the founder of Luxuria Logistics, the admin of the very popular Facebook group Dispatch Masters. And for the next few minutes, I'm going to be your instructor on everything truck dispatching. Now, if you don't know me, I have been dispatching for the past 3 years, and since I've gotten into this industry, I just can't get out. Commercial trucking, transportation, and freight is an $800 billion industry. That means every year, over $800 billion is going in and out of trucking. Why wouldn't I want a piece of that pie? Today, I'm here to discuss with you guys how to get started as a truck dispatcher, the equipment and tools you'll need, step by step what it takes to find a carrier, book a load, and get paid. And not only that, what's required for you to scale your company as soon as possible. So if you're looking for more information on how to get started in the trucking industry with no truck, no CDL, and no trailer, keep watching for more helpful content. Freight brokers are the middlemen between truck drivers and shippers. They find the freight that needs to be moved, and in exchange for connecting them to the carrier, they take a cut off the top. Now, on DAT, if you guys are using the load board and you're a dispatch master, I have a news flash for you: you're losing. I'm sorry to say it. I know it hurts, but it's the truth. The load board is the last place you want to be looking for freight on a daily basis. It's okay to use if you're just operating in the spot market, but if you're relying on the load board for consistent day-to-day freight for your driver, you have to make sure that you're scaling and you're networking to the best of your abilities. How do you do that? Customer service, following up. As soon as you connect with the broker, the moment you find a load, the second it's delivered, the first question you want to ask is, how often do you have this lane? When will you have one again? How often do you work with this shipper? Do you have anything else in the area for my driver? Is it possible to find him a backhaul? Again, these are all introductory questions that you want to make sure you ask your broker, whoever they may be. Whether it's the original, double, triple, quadruple, you'll never find yourself at the front of the money line if you don't get in line to start with, right? Your driver has to have a list of credible people that they've worked with in the past and a strong performance history that shows that they've successfully moved freight quickly and safely from one part of the nation to another. And that's why I love being a dispatcher. That's why my job is so fulfilling, because the amount of things that we move literally save lives. When it comes to commercial equipment and industrial freight, to medical supplies and military loads, the amount of possibilities of the things that you could dispatch is endless. Now, me, I work on commission. When you're working as a dispatcher, you can either work on a commission basis, on a weekly basis, hourly basis, or on a per load basis. Again, all these terms must be set on and agreed to by you and the carrier prior to starting the relationship. There's no point in moving forward if you're both not on the same terms. Once you find that driver and you find them a load, you're gonna wanna negotiate with the broker. What do I say to a broker? How do I start negotiations? First thing I start with is deadhead. Does anyone know what deadhead is? No? Deadhead is the total distance between where your driver is and how far he has to travel to pick up the truckload. So if your truck driver is in Albany, Georgia, but the load is in Atlanta, Georgia, those miles, that empty mileage that he has to travel from Albany to Atlanta, that's referred to as deadhead. He's on his way, he's en route to pick up the load, but he still has to be paid while he's driving, even if he's not carrying anything. And that's referred to as deadhead. So when I'm negotiating with brokers, the first place I start is with deadhead. My driver is 25, 50, 100 miles out. Can you offer us $200 to cover that fuel for deadhead? The worst thing you'll hear is no. Move on to the next until you reach one that says yes. Now, if the profit margins match, if the cost per mile and the rate per mile equal out and your driver is still profitable, go for it. But again, don't book any loads that your driver would not take or that he's not comfortable pulling if he knows he's gonna be paying out of pocket. Now, if you're thinking about getting into the industry and you have no idea where to start, don't worry, I've got you covered. Over the next few minutes, I'm gonna be breaking down the 5 steps of dispatching. Specifically, how to find carriers, where to find truckloads, how to negotiate with brokers, the paperwork that's needed to secure a truckload, and how to make sure you're paid on time for your hard work, right? As a truck dispatcher, you can operate as a business or an independent contractor. This means that you have the lowest barrier to entry when it comes to any career in this industry. You do not need a truck, a trailer, or a CDL license to get started as a dispatcher. But you do need a stable laptop, a strong Wi-Fi signal, and a cell phone at the very minimum. Now, I have a news flash for you. If you're an experienced dispatcher and you're relying on the load board, you're losing. I know it may hurt to hear it, but I have to be honest with you. The load board is the last place you should be looking for freight. Why? Because it's the bottom of the barrel. You'll find double, triple, or even quadruple brokers on the load board on a daily basis. Why fight and compete for scraps when you could be holding the winning gold medal every day? And how do you do that? Well, as a truck dispatcher, it's with constant communication. You want to make sure your customer service is on point every time. No matter if you're dealing with greedy brokers, rude people over the phone, or drivers who are frustrated and ready to get off the road. Again, you want to make sure that when you're dispatching, you're working with someone who is ready to forge a partnership for life. Dispatching is a lifelong career. I've been doing it for the past 3 years, and I honestly don't see myself doing anything else unless it's something within the transportation industry, such as brokering or freight forwarding. One day I'll get there, but for now, I love what I do. I'm able to dispatch from anywhere at any time, make sure my drivers arrive safely, make sure the freight is secured, and make sure that everybody gets their paycheck every Friday. Now, again, if you guys are looking for training and you need step-by-step help, you have to sign up for the Dispatch Mastery course. But you don't have to believe me. Join our group Dispatch Masters and ask the thousands of people who are already enrolled, and they'll tell you you can easily make 3 to 4 figures a week as a dispatcher, all from home. So what are you waiting for? Sign up. Send me a message, support@luxurialogistics.com if you have any more questions, and I'm going to see you guys on the other side. The dispatching sector is the easiest job to get into, especially in 2022. It has the lowest barrier to entry, meaning you don't need a CDL license, a truck, or a trailer to get started. It has the highest potential to growth. You are not required to have any type of commercial insurance or a staff of 200 behind you to back you up. And it's the best way to scale. Once you get too many carriers that are more than you can handle, you can easily outsource the work to a family member or friend and start creating generational wealth from right here at home. Again, my name is Brianna, guys, and if you have any questions, I need you to send them to me now at support@luxurialogistics.com. That's SUPPORT at Luxuria, LUXURIA, logistics with an S.com. Now, what is dispatching? What's the big deal about anyway? Where's all this hype coming from, and why should you even consider getting into it? Well, don't let me convince you, okay? If you're not passionate about the industry, if you have a full-time job that you love, then stay with it. But if you're looking for financial freedom, and if you want to work from home, from anywhere really, with just a laptop, a strong Wi-Fi signal, and a cell phone, then keep watching this video, because I'm going to break down all the tips and tricks you'll need to be successful in the industry. Now, there's 5 steps to dispatching. The first step is finding a carrier. The next step is finding a load. The third one is negotiating that load. No matter what it's posted at, you always want to ask for more money, right? The fourth step is to track that load. Make sure the driver is comfortable with the freight, that you're communicating with them nonstop, and that you're letting the brokers know their ETA and if there are any delays because of weather, traffic, etc., etc. The last step to dispatching is you want to make sure you get paid. Now, how do you make that possible? With the dispatch carrier agreement. You all should have received one for free on me because, again, I just want to see you succeed. But if you haven't, again, send me an email to support@luxurialogistics.com and I'll forward it to you right now. It's a dispatch carrier template. It's a contract that you use as a dispatcher to make sure that you outline all your roles and responsibilities, your commission rates, the duration of the partnership you plan on having with this carrier, and how you would like to be paid. Make sure you outline each of these clauses and addendums in depth in this contract. It's yours to download, yours to edit, yours to share, and yours to request signatures from truck drivers for. Once you have this document, that's when the real work starts, right? You want to make sure that you're not working hard unless the ink is signed, sealed, and delivered on each of those contracts. What other contracts could you use as a dispatcher? A limited power of attorney, a carrier company profile, and a dispatch company profile. Now, I did not send these documents to you guys, but you can look them up online, right? You're more than welcome to Google free templates. But if you would like, again, verified documents that I personally use, in addition to the thousands of students that are already enrolled in the Dispatch Mastery course, click the link below, learn more about the Dispatch Mastery course, and sign up for a limited time deal just for hopping onto this webinar. If you're not interested, there's no harm, no foul. I would still love to see you guys in the Dispatch Masters group on Facebook so we could all network together, because freight don't wait.